In our project, we have used a layer called embedding layer. The role of this layer is to convert word into vectors. These vector values are randomly initialized and they are learned in the process of backpropagation. Hence, we can say that embedding layer depends on the local training data. Now, on the other hand, we will learn about GLOVE. GLOVE stands for Global Vector for Word Representation. So it's a Stanford University project, and the aim of this project is to generate global vector representation for words, which can be universally used in different kinds of projects. So for that purpose, they have used the dataset Wikipedia 2014 and GigaWords 5. Okay, these two datasets are actually used to generate global word vector representation, which can be universally used in any kind of project. Now, I will show you some of the patterns of these vectors. So if we plot these vectors on a 2D space, for example, if I plot man and woman, sir and madam, king and queen, that is male and female, uncle and aunt. So you can observe that they have a pattern, they have a common pattern over here, okay, where all the male are at the bottom and the female vector is on the top. And there is a distance between them, okay. Similarly, if I take the words like slow, slower, slowest, short, shorter, shortest, strong, stronger, strongest, they also form a pattern, a specific pattern. And hence we can say that glove really gives a very accurate representation of the words, a very accurate vector representation of the words. Now, if you want to download these vector representation, you can download this particular file, glove6p.zip. And once you download this file, you will get three files inside that, three embedding files inside that. One is glove 50D, 100D, and 200D. 50D means here the vector length is 50. In 100D, the vector length is 100. And in 200D, the vector length is 200. So let's use one of these files in our project. So here is the code. You need to import OS, operating system, and mention the drive, mention the path to your drive where you have the file. Then you open this particular file. Right now we are opening 100d.txt. Okay. And since we are opening 100d.txt, obviously the embedding dimension will be 100. Now, first of all, we will initialize an embedding matrix, which is filled with zeros. You have to pass the vocab length plus 1, and the embedding dimension that you want. Now we are iterating over every word and its unique ID from the word index. So now if you remember what is word index, it is this particular dictionary. So this is index underscore word, where you have the index first and the word. But on the other hand, if you type word underscore index, then you will get the reverse. That is, first of all, you will get the word and then the index. Okay. So that is what we are passing here. So we are iterating over each and every word, and for each and every word, we are putting its glove representation, its glove vector representation. Okay. Now coming back to the model, creating a model here. This is the embedding layer, the vocab length plus 1. You will mention the embedding dimension, which is 100. Okay. Now the weights are already generated over here, the embedding matrix, right? So the weights are already generated here. Input length is a max length, and the most important thing, you need to mention trainable equal to false. That means this layer will not be trained. Okay, we already have the universal vector representation for every word, so no need to train the embedding layer. After that, as usual, we will have the flattened layer and the dense layer, and we will train our model. So after training, we check the classification report, and we have a good score of an accuracy of 97%. So this is how we can make use of the glove embeddings. I would recommend that do not focus much onto the code. Just learn how to make changes over here. So if I want to use the 50 dimension, then I have to use the 50 file here, that is 50D, and my embedding dimension will change to 50. And also, to keep in mind, you have to mention vocab length plus one over here while creating the embedding matrix. Initially, the matrix is full of zeros, and you have to mention the dimension here, vocab length plus one, and the embedding dimension, which is 50. And then it will loop over each and every word, and it will give the vector representation, glove vector representation for each and every word. And then you can take the embedding matrix and pass it into the embedding layer. Okay, but as of now, I'll just keep it as it is. So that was all about glove embedding, and we will learn more concepts in the coming videos.